Well, there it is. Um, we've broken past the overnight high. Oh my God, I keep saying that. The pre-market high. Uh, we didn't really, you know what? I think this could qualify as a demand zone that's being formed here. Yeah. So I'm gonna move this, which seems to be doing nothing, to here. And this looks like it was kind of working. So yeah, if I had done my plan and waited until I saw a clean looking 5 minute demand zone, I probably could have gotten in down here at $50, maybe about 40 something dollars. It'd be a little bit, but no, I don't think it went lower than that. I'll be lucky if I could have gotten in at 50, but I could have gotten a couple options at 50, seeing this forming, maybe at this candle especially, to see how it looks like on a 1 minute. Yeah, so I could have maybe put my buy limit here to test, and if it dropped below here or here or here, I could have gotten in. Couple options at 50, and then it just rallied from here. We we broke past. Let me increase this. We broke past this weekly just for a little bit. Looks like we fell below, but I mean we've only just begun this hour candle. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, we broke past, and now it's serving as support. It looks like so. Dropped it this weekly, came back up, tested here again. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I do have a key level here. I don't even remember putting this here. So again, it would be nice to have a large screen showing ES on, even if it's just a 5 minute. I don't even know why I put this key level here. I don't remember, but it clearly worked. Um, Bounced here perfectly and went up. Uh, it looks like we're forming a 5 minute demand right here. I'm just gonna adjust this slightly. What amazes me is this doesn't even have a label. With Thinkorswim, you have to have a label on these things, and it doesn't even say, which is weird. Um, but yeah, it is. It's bouncing. So yeah, it broke over, came back down. Weekly is now a support, and it's bouncing. And that option that I initially got into is gonna go back up even more. So since we regained 4060, more than likely now this is gonna be working its way up to 4080. So not a chop day at all, after all. It's basically like yesterday, just a little chop in the beginning, and then it's going to start rallying. We're only 5 points away from 4080, so if I had followed my plan, waited for a 5 minute to form, although this isn't very clean, although how does it look on a 15? No, doesn't show on a 15 either. So it's a challenging looking 5 minute demand zone, but it's there. But um, even if I didn't know MK strategy, if I had stuck with my initial buy-in, because I think I was in at 41, right? I got in at 41. If I had gotten in with two options and just walked away and let this go as planned and exit at 40180, you know what? I could probably exit one at 40180 and make $60, more than $60. We're almost there. Exit one at 4180. You know what? Screw that. I would have exited both at 4180. When this gets to 4180, this is going to be worth about $130. I mean, that's like almost $90 per option. That's that's more than doubling my crappy little account. That would have been a beautiful trade. Oh my God. I have to learn to be patient. I have to learn to be patient, but it's hard to be patient and let the price work in your direction when you've been in profits before and you said, okay, I'm going to be patient and let my plan work out, only to see all your profits get wiped away as it fell. Or you're in profits and you don't take the profits and it falls and now you're in. That happens to me so much. I'm in the positive and then it turns around and I'm in the negative and then I sell. But as I think these videos are going to start showing, I sell and then I end up selling too early, which is what I did today. In fact, what is the other option at worth right now? I think I went to 419. Was it? Or was it 417? This is 416 now. Let's see. It was the 419. Ah, look at this. It's just going. We're now at 4180. It might reject here, or it might just keep pushing further. Yep, it's pushing further. 4182. Oh man. And this is when that sick feeling inside just kicks in and you're just so angry that you didn't just wait. You didn't just wait. Got in at 41. I could have exited at 4180 and made almost $100 if this peaks up a little bit higher. But yeah, 4182.75. There it is, 31, $90, and it's gonna push even higher. Oh my god, dude, just so annoying, man. To be greedy or not to be greedy, to have a tight stop loss or not have a tight stop loss, to kick in, to let your FOMO kick in and just go long, or to say, no, you know what, it's rallying, I'm not in it, I'm not going to get FOMO and just enter now because it's already rallying. It's always a flip of a coin, man. What do we peak at? 413 something. Two options at $41, exiting both at 131. $180 profit. More than doubling my account. What trips me out though is I'm looking at this 5-minute chart, right? I went in long somewhere in here and it exited, I think, somewhere in here or here. So exited too early. Went long again here, and of course, after I went long, it's red, red, red. I think I sold here though. Could have stuck with my plan initially and then gone long here, waited and then gone long, and then sold here. A couple options at 50, sell them at 130. Oh man. We're only an hour into the market and look how much has happened. Speaking of it, again, since we're only an hour into the market, I can't help but think this is gonna go to where where our high was yesterday. So we may make our way all the way up to 419 on SPY like we did yesterday. So this is gonna push even further before the market ends, probably. And this $40 option I got in today might be end up worth. Oh yes, that's right. It's Friday. And generally, Fridays has this rally at the end, the late afternoon Friday rally, which sometimes ends up happening around 2 o'clock. So, yeah. And that 419 that I got in at $23, was it? $21? I exited at 20. I got in at $23. Yep, $23. If I had held, I mean, it's only $10 profit, but if this continues to push higher, then this is gonna go from $7 at the open to maybe $80, $100 by the end of the day, close to the end of the day. Meaning, and again, this is the power of options, but again, you have to really be confident in the price action. One could have bought $90 worth of options, 10 options at $9, $10, $190, and just walked away. And just hope that the market will continue to slowly grind up before the market closes and turn $90 into $900, I guess. But we broke past the weekly. We're still hovering around 4180, by the way. But truthfully, that would have been a smart play. Going long close to the open, selling at 4180. Again, if money wasn't an issue, if I had a $100,000 account, I wouldn't be using this 419 strike. I would go back to the 416, go long hard, maybe 10 options at 41.40, whatever, $400. Exit some of it at 80, so you get $400 profit. Right? No, that's $200 profit, and then exit maybe almost all of the rest except maybe one option here at 4080, and then you would have made I don't know, whatever. I can't think of the math right now. I really can't. I'm sorry. Well, if 130 minus 40 is 90, so you would have made $900 if you went all of them long. So then you would have made 450 on the other half. But again, it would be actually 400 because you would keep one option in hand to see if this continues to rally further. Because again, if this does rally further for the rest of the day, that one option could be worth about $150 if it makes its way higher, or maybe $200-300 off of that $140 option. So just keep one in the chamber, and maybe set a sell limit at 80, just so you don't lose some of the profits from that one option. But yeah, scale out basically is what I'm saying. But whatever. That's it. That's my last video for the day. It's another losing day, technically speaking. I mean, I'm not in the negative. I basically broke even, but it's still a losing day because I didn't stick with my plan, number one. Although I say that, and this is not really it wasn't a clean demand zone. It doesn't really, because this long wick is what makes it kind of frustrating for me. These 3 long wicks. It wasn't a very clean demand zone. Didn't form a 15-minute demand zone. Wasn't retested, so it was a bit tricky. Just a little snake up. But I did take the trades, and I should have held longer. And again, I'm starting to wonder sometimes if I should just take the trade and just put a sell limit and not even worry about the stop loss. If it falls, it falls. Just risk losing all of it. But I'm telling you, I've done that in the past. I have done that in the past. I wouldn't put a stop loss. I would tell myself I'm going to give it a 30% stop loss, meaning if I put in 100, I'll sell at 70. And every time I do, I get burned, because once I sell, it continues going back up afterwards. And if I don't sell, it'll keep going down and it'll keep going down until I finally do. Basically what I'm saying is, if I buy an option for $100, if it goes against me and I don't sell, it'll just keep going against me, and I may lose the whole thing. And that's happened to me before. There's been times where I've been so stubborn I wouldn't sell the option, and it just kept falling, and I was just so emotionally pissed off and distraught. When I finally sold, the option was basically worthless. It'll go from like 75 to like $5, and that can happen quickly if it falls enough, or if it falls and doesn't go back up, it just keeps grinding sideways because of theta decay. But yeah, we reached a 40180 and we backed off. We're now at 4175. So yeah, taking it long at the beginning. You know what? This is how Adam Mancini would say he would trade, if I remember. But he doesn't have to wait till 9:30. But it clearly did start to rise at 9:30 here. So I'm almost willing to bet when I read his newsletter, he's gonna say that Although typically what he does though is he swings. He's probably already in a long position now, and has been, and probably only has like a small position and just waiting to see, and has a stop loss set. So that's how he typically trades. But if he had no positions, what he would have done is he would have, let's go to SPY. I mean ES. Once it regained 4060, he would have gone long. He would have gone long probably right here. And I doubt his stop loss would kick in here. He probably would have his stop loss way down here. And then he would have exited most of his position here at 4080, and maybe he'll have like a small few positions left, I guess. And I can almost guarantee this is going to keep chopping above this weekly zone, and then it's going to end up rallying and pushing its way, because the next target after 4080 is 4200. So I might make one more video close to the market close, and almost guaranteed this is going to push its way almost to 4200, or maybe even beyond, for all I know. So yeah, in other words, every call option I took today, I should have just held and just walked away until the end of the day. And there it is. We're back at 4080, and we're breaking. I'm looking over here when I have it here. We're breaking through. And yes, this is a level I created from yesterday and I kept. So it seems to be working as some resistance here, even though it's not exactly at 4080. But I think this is going to eventually break through and continue higher. Which meaning again, my initial $41 call option is going to be worth maybe $241 by the end of the day. So frustrating.